we don't come to the program proper. This not the time we discuss things them way happen in Salone during the week. Now we the WanPot show they do every Saturday. If now you first time this for come on board, I say I want to welcome you. We always can get with panelists them. They help we for let we all can rub mouth, but things will happen during the week na Salone. You self we they listen, you get opportunity for take part in the program. Where later on we go announce the numbers them way for call and be part of this program. And so go welcome you, Abdul Van Barry from the Netherlands. Before I bring anything I go put on the table, let me panelists them introduce themselves. I go get you Yusuf Ba from Atlanta, Georgia. You can tell Fambulem Adu.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Fambulem, wherever on our day. We get the esteemed pleasure for joining our all at this very noble WanPot show, wherein, for me, an opportunity to make a land and give me one or two contributions. Same way I feel to say, me co-Sierra Leone community will benefit from somehow as they reciprocate the knowledge and cabot to everybody. Thanks.
Okay, that's M. Yusuf Ba from Atlanta, Georgia. Now so we bring Senesi Brahma from Paris, France. You can tell Fambulem Adu.
Fambulem Adu, me na Senesi Brahma from the moderator, and I always feel happy for contributing on this program. What I don't say, we try we need to best. We not sabi all too, but with the own contribution, we make the program go before. So we appreciate you all, and I want to see Nakusha and Kabo.
Yes, and me na Abraham and Mame Akemta. Most people know me for Tripoli. Na me they host this program today. A lot of things happen during the week. What we can do at the WanPot show, we they take things and we happen, we put on the table, then we discuss. You yourself get opportunity, as I've been telling you earlier, for call and be part of the program. Make us start with Yusuf. During the week, anything that will take your attention about the happenings of Sierra Leone?
It has for say, as we always see, sometimes in this, it's very difficult for even follow up with things, because by the time you look at one thing and try to get an idea, wrap your head around that, something else don't prop up. But by far, I just baffle. But waiting I look up to for this very day today, I just want to see, based on, the information we get from the ground. Fortunately, we get you. We get hands over all of them in there. So, for me, toll strike and this 100-day, we don't sort of get overcasted. Now they look forward for can talk about.
All right, yes, Senesi Brahma. Anything catch your attention? We want to put on a table.
Just like what I say, whether you go and concentrate for one thing, we don't come for on finish and first. What I think can be issues and plenty. The people they listen to this radio every morning, they link with 98.1. We do clean, where this minister come or this person come, we need talk by the time the day they don't, all that thing don't come up. So the issues then plenty. We will only limit yourself to the one who the air from this radio they discuss on, because if we say we discuss on what's happening from last week, because from Monday, every day na meeting, take to Friday, take to today, a meeting. So the things are plenty. People they follow it, can get some of the group that we talk about.
Make I just take the time, let I put on a table most of the things that we catch Sierra Network in attention. We happen from the last day to date. The things that we catch your attention. On Monday, we been see outside the toll road workers them, then go on strike. They say mainly now because of the slavish condition where the Chinese employers them they give towards them. Now it make them go on strike. And then in one of the issues them we get for discuss today. It really heart-rending if you take your time and listen to exactly what happen with dental road workers then day. Also on Monday we be get for no waiting Sierra Leoneans them really think about the transition team report. Waiting then take a mass and how they react to them. And over the weekend also we been lost the Justice Patrick Omodele Hamilton of PPIC. Where na Saturday will be there on the program now over the weekend. Now he be passed away. And the transition team status we pull a report where they show we waiting at the next move from the transition team. You know, say them will go, then go hand over to the president, waiting at the next step. Well, the next step we can now say commission of inquiry go get for setup. And the cabinet began for agree, say yes, then agree for set up commission of inquiry on the former president, the President Koroma administration. We know they say APC, yes, the APC be in government, but now the possible they lead the administration because now who they pick. They make even right now, we know they say SLPP. No, it's not SLPP. It's President Bio's administration. Because now anybody where President Bio pick, now get for do the work. The only thing they see in a salon, the political parties then they cling to the ruling. Let me say, what are the try for says? If APC appoints somebody, APC-led government, President Kuma government, this is just an example. He appoint person, now the transition report don't come out. Then a lot of people, they talk about, on the transition report, then they talk about people that we corrupt, where the report find wanting, and then they try for make commission of inquiry. I think the party for excluding self from these people, not job than you. Not job than you. Even right now, SLPP, whoever, let me say, like Charles Magai, when they may hire Charles Magai come on board. At the end of the day, Charles Magai is no more. Even though now other party be come out, but people let not go associate say, okay, now because of this party or so and so. Let the individual stand for waiting the all and for. Stand for waiting the accuse and for. Let the party not come say because now we party we they back this person to the end. I think that's where we are missing the point. During the week again on the same Monday, APC self make press conference. They say then go announce. Waiting then find out that the transition team report. Okay, they announce. They refute everything. Say not to show the TB and blah blah blah. Then claim say they not ask the people away concerned. Then go ask different people them. Well, that's we go left for the discussion. We see Usai AYV go out in the country, out and about. Then self begin ask people them about the 100 days of this administration and waiting na the people them you reply to that. That we go come and talk about that. Also during the week, we see Usai fuel. Fuel price can go up. Fuel price go up. This fuel price, you don't say we then say fuel they go up, fuel they go up. Well, finally now it don't go up. Now that's 8,000 per liter. Before now be 6,000. Before now be 3,750. Now so it been be. That thing that be this salon, it was I think in November, December, 9 they ace them up to 6,000. They say them pull the subsidy. Now we can realize say baby subsidy be still there again. So the 100th anniversary, the day for the 100th anniversary, now the day that one day we this administration serve we now with table saying 8,000 now for liter. Notwithstanding that, we also can see outside the president he cancel all university application forms, because lately we be done outside the application form for university be skyrocket in a salon, but the president say he don't scrap them and then go raise the money for pay that one day. We begin for ask people let waiting and think about the 100 days in office, and people let begin for tell we waiting and think. I think now we go left and for now, but we will be see outside the president make new appointments them with subject to parliament approval, but it don't make new appointments them, and we just wait and see waiting the parliament go agree for. I think these are all of the things them will happen during the week. Not forget say you're able for go now the Google Play Store and download the app Sarah Network radio app Sarah Network, and all the time the talk show then our app. We get video news, we get the live stream the way they do, we get everything where you think about, where they deal with Naya Didi, and a lot of other stuff like Didi. So just in case, go to the Google Play Store, download the Sierra Network app, and you will get all the news now your fingertip. What I want to make we talk about today first, now the toll gate where the workers then strike. Let me deal with that one day first. The toll gate workers them we strike. I they play this first clip. This clip we get them from Radio Democracy 98.1. I they play the first clip. Let we listen and we'll go come and contribute. Let we listen.
Workman them when they collect money, now the 3 different toll gates them, now the Freetown Mashaka Highway, but a serious concern state they're not glad with the current condition of service, and for sake of this Monday, July 9, they strike. Well, Radio Democracy Abdullah Bla been Dede and go now report.
The atmosphere around the Hastings toll gates along the Wellington Mashaka toll road not been easy as motokadem we supposed to pay them toll gate fee them in the past few one. This now because of we workman them na different toll booth them along the Wellington Mashaka toll road not been there in different location them for collect toll gate fee as they only do for the past 11 months. This be make a be moved towards them workmania we stage this strike for know exactly what in them concern them.
Then they cut people their salary on monthly basis. Imagine you work for 19 days, I work for 19 days, me and you with salary not to the same. Can you imagine with the work? Salary not stagnant. Then they give you pay slip, you they see cut, then they cut. When you go ask them, they know the end reason, at 30 then the 30 years and you lost the job.
Before we enter into the contract, we then call you up for training. Then people state certain things that they're not going to pay we less than $200. We agree we started this training for 6 good months to be the work with them. Then they give me 10,000 euros as a transfer. The contract agreement gets a lot to be done for our welfare. We don't know they work in line with at all. Then they treat me extraordinary way. Sometimes we still not ever face so we are human being, we are graduated. Then go beyond graduate level. They not pay we salary according to graduate. And they not the only pay we, but then they cut down with salary. For months, you know, no good reason. They say fine. Fine for what? Nothing. You get a shot to your pay. Then give you tips. Driver let give you change not to you. And they say they don't want to, but we can't run our fees. They not the give that. So now based on the online condition, they know we try with them.
Then Workmania continue say, although the West Africa Operation and Management Company, where they operate the toll gates them, been promised for add them pay after some time where them go down work. This not been happening at all.
The promise we say after probation, right, when they permanently increase the salary, but on the contrary, that is reverse them do. After probation, they reduce the salary. Right, so for us, the first month for them pay me 1.6, right? Now they pay me less than 1 million. Even then they cut total. So now the
the next contract close for sign at the end of this month. So what they don't do now, in fact the salary they want to reduce them, but how they want to do them, they want to put the contract on performance base. That means you can't work, you don't know what you work for. As at now we work for 28,000 per day. The post subsidy 28,000 per day. Now the next contract, then they don't get per day. Then they just give you money based on how they feel. Then say na performance. Now when you pull the heart where you get a year, even if you sweat, then say -5. That -5, now money that they cut by salary. When you do this, they say minus this.
The workman has so say they get concerned about the condition of service. They are not glad about.
Even the health condition not good for we. The restroom they use, they not okay. Each time when they continue for use that and not cleaning, they not get any waiting thing they use. Sanitizers then at the restroom, nothing all they did. If you just go use the attach where you don't tell you my head on that they feel all parts like this scratch.
We they watch YouTube, just as they play videos there for we of toll collectors in China, then get very decent environment. Let them improve we work in conditions of service. Generally, you can imagine boot 5, you know the AC. That small attachment where you see. Now one AC ready for 2 people, boot 5 no get AC. Now people then they sweat, you they work when you pull cap small.
Then they say they bribe,
they say you don't commit crime. You see the chairs they hold the sit down. Now what chair? It's very difficult for John. Now if you enter another boot there, if you enter another boot there, at the back of the chairs, you dey see smoke, a black, because the radiation will the sidonpa with the inhale and when you talk, they know they listen to you, sir. They know they encourage you, sir. They know they listen to you.
But waiting the workman they want for happen now.
Now for men can change with salary scale and all condition of service will be undertake now.
We colleagues the way they don't just employ. You can't imagine people that they work now, they not sign contract, they know they on contract. Which means then they give you anything where they want. We say no, that they know for me. Secondly, we say all toll booth collectors, we forget the same salary. Then say thirdly, that performance allowance contract for say we don't want them. I go sign a contract where you they are liberty for me what you pay. So what if I can't work for the whole month you give me 500,000? You go tell me say I don't sign the contract. We say no, that performance there not be. Then secondly, then they promise say when we work then they increase with salary. Then they increase with salary.
Lantana Bayosisi, a communication officer at the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, have been asked within the Ministry of Labour, make up of them concern here and how the ministry ready for settle this issue.
Them concerns and they particularly we get for investigate about the inhuman treatment we then say them they experience because they just say no more than the treatment that we get for investigate. On the area of the salary, so far we understand say them they pay them above the minimum wage because then they pay them below the minimum wage we foresee we go raise concern, but when they pay them above the minimum wage about 600,000 as they say. But they get other benefit where we get different category of workers. So you see,
considering the work in the do, they say 600,000 small for them.
We they meet tomorrow the concerns where they raise and try for settling the issue. But already we not talk to the workers, they let them go back on the work where they're willing for say then they go. The only concern where they raise, they say then they hope say the Chinese they not go penalize them because of this strike action where they go on. So management talk say then they show understanding. So that makes safe then decide for say let them go.
So they will add the salary them and
well then when we meet tomorrow, that day we will get for reaching to all the issues. Then the
democracy been trying to get the side of the West Africa Operation Management Company where they manage the toll gates them, but the management not been give access to ready democracy as them been pack security them will not be allowed the media or enter for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mina Abdullah Blah a report.
Yes, Dandina Abdullah Blah, a report from Radio Democracy. I think we don't listen. Now we all can talk, say the people in a salon, no one walk, this and that. I hope say we listen from a human perspective. Let me hear waiting the Minister of Internal Affairs be talk that same day to the people them. Before I go open the phone line, we chef can call or we I go bring me panelists them on board. Let me hear waiting the Minister in self talk that did it to the people them.
Any Southside day, you get to the call discipline. The president, he don't declare to this nation, say he don't declare peaceful war against indiscipline. What are they? Now, what are the work? Would I get rules and regulations where govern? Would I work ethics? Now the place where they work. Anybody will breach that work ethics, it means that person don't behave indiscipline. And disciplinary measures will be taken. One, we will provide security, the security that for everybody, be you the worker, be you the employer, will provide security for everybody. Now people are finding out say when this year start, will I see the security in the cap. Since it was peaceful, the security they said behave peacefully. We don't have to talk to now. But what I want for say, moving forward, anytime when I want for take that kind of line of actions, when I go according to the law. What did the law say? Before I take this kind of action, when I take, when I forgive notice. And the notice na 21 days. Strike action at 21 days under the law. But if I just take no any small thing happen, when I just take this kind of action, definitely na indiscipline and it will not be accepted. Now we don't tell them that whatever problem we get, Mr. Momo will attest to the fact. We make sure we exploit the available remedies they will get under the law. If it not happen, they will reach resort to this. Definitely we will support in that kind of action. But this will happen today is unfortunate. Let it not ever happen again.
Yes,
under the new direction, we have to deal with the law. We respect with laws, we respect with discipline. If we do that, this really will be a better place for all. And we will admonish the employers them. There were now employees them, they have up to una for the survival. At the same time, una self una continue for make sure say that they feel happy, so that they will continue for work for una, so that all will get peace and enjoy the growth of the Republic of Sierra Leone. So me say they join my colleague and una your leader for let una resume work. Let us look what they happen in the next few days, which una request they will not put forward. I tell you about thank you for our attention and I wish you a good day. Thank you.
Yes, I'm standing at the Minister of Internal Affairs, Edward Suluku. Now be they talk to the workers then will be strike. I they open the phone line. You get opportunity for comment on the topic we will deal with. The first number na United States number, where the country code na 1 and the number na 646-610-3107. Country code 1 646-610-3107. The second number na United Kingdom number, where the country code na 44-739-803-0402. The second number na United Kingdom number, the country code na 44-739-803-0402. The phone lines are open now. Make a bring in Yusuf Emba. You know Yarisa about this strike. You hear what the people can complain about. You hear what the minister say. What's your take, sir?
I may take now one thing. A couple of things I'll pick up on. I say where you want to give somebody in dignity, moral dignity, therefore give them the opportunity for make it serve, if not company they serve or the country, make you do work diligently, and it gets induced. When it gets induced, and at the end of the day, we take time to family, proudly provide for family and uplift himself and uplifting family, and and uplift the country as well. Number one, and I see things that we didn't disseminate now social media about them people dignities within the ask for, give me my right for work, give me my dignity for work, pay me for me overtime, treat me with the respect and all that. We see them the flow. And I give them that right there. But the other underlying factor is, there's always two sides to the story. When I don't know, I know you're from the company, but you're from the interior minister, right? If this not government parastatal, still I guess until we don't be far away for too long and don't know the workings of things as alone, but we always try to make comparison to how we did based on what we see and hear that with communities of ourselves. Now, I would say this: if they individually are the work for the government, a couple of things they get put in place. Laws now one binding factor and the way I get absolute respect for.
Make a holiday quick. Make a holiday quick, Yusuf. You did talk about individuals working for government. Are you talking about the toll road workers?
Yes. No, I did say if not the toll road workers, because their employer, if their employer are the government.
No, not to the government. Not to the government of Sierra Leone.
Okay, good.
Now the Chinese company. So, we get to toll road.
So you see the confusion now, right? Why we not hear it from the Chinese company? We hear from the Interior Minister. The Interior Minister can talk on behalf of this company or he can talk on behalf of Sierra Leone. This is a model area. Not to them place. If we don't clarify that day, this because we don't see the contract within now between the government of Sierra Leone and this Chinese company. Something like that. Now, based on that ground, say now the Interior Minister will can talk to them, which is unfounded. There is no, you see, like what I've been saying, you get the civil service structure and you get the government structure in terms of employment. So, if at all, this is a parastatal where it work as a subsidy to the government or as a subsidiary to the government, there will be no better way for camp. Or will probably need for it from the CEO or the CFO or the one public relations officer from that company. They are the same people and they are supposed to the Minister of Interior. That is the one model area. But come back to my point. Any employer, civil or non-government or government, where you come as an employee in the company, we all know you sign the agreement here and they adhere to the rules and regulations of this company. And this, if I impinge on this, that is how they get, and this how they get. Then they clear. But waiting, the Interior Minister, it takes two-phase approach for this. I don't want to go to. Hello? Yeah. I don't want to go too deep into it, but it takes two phases. Like one, that would complement the fact that rules and regulations they do waiting people they are probably follow and apply for that 21-day period before they then go to the strike or then go to whatever action they want to take as employees. But at the same time, this not decide this way, so then this will be a learning point for the employee them. Then get something and call unions. Make them begin put them one in day, forget the bargaining power with them people there. So it's likely that 21-day period there, if even they not take that long, they say they will get a period where will be an interim, we're going to negotiate on the employee and behalf to the company them. But one point I just want to make, as we all hear from Nandi, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't hear from the CEO for this company or this parastatal. I don't hear anybody from that company there, from that toll road subsidiary there. Instead, we hear from the government of Sierra Leone. The government of Sierra Leone not for put a hand or a mouth, but then kind of business here, except if not government work. So they need to butt out of this completely and let the people, the party that we're concerned, make them handle their affair. Now that we get for now. Until we'll pick up on some others later.
Thank you, Yusuf. Make a bring in Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee, what's your take, sir?
Yeah, I just want to say something towards what you say. Government not for interfere. If you listen to what the minister say, it go there, not so for go negotiate, but in terms of security. Because strike is small and not there. If you're able to strike, people not go through the correct procedure. I believe saying on that basis, the minister will for go on them say at any time they want to get to strike. If I write a letter, a notice of 21 days, then within grants, then they can go on the strike. Then the labor minister can intervene. But let me just forget about that day. with this toll road, I remember during the campaign, if anybody will be talk about this toll road, I think just want to go back to the debate. I believe now a question where they ask all the flag bearers. Everybody will say, what come? And in fact, one of them will say, what can they terminate them? Rather they say, wait, come, it will look into them. With the corner now, make it look into this toll gate, make it come with something. Whether in the left arm or if they continue, or you pay the people then continue for make the road and not saying nothing but that's it. Maybe they feel safe. I believe if for don't be that part of that thing, for don't be part of a 100 days program where the Minister of Works for don't come and try for see, let them know, let people that know about the agreement, even to the transition team and all this saying talk about anything but the toll road, because that's now one of the programs they investigate, then it bring them known to the people waiting at the thing. With the condition of service for the people that they work, you all know how plenty contracts then be standing in the head, and people they know the job not there. Anybody can go take up. They can say una can within 4 months, 3 months, they call una no more 2 months, 3 months will increase una salary. Everybody they go. They left to this government now for fetch for them. But I believe I see the minister they talk say one good thing is the day above I see the basic salary, the basic salary the day above that. And if you look at the people they constrain where they explain the work, the night, this, that, they don't even understand how do they pay them. This person that they work the same hour, but this person your money pass you own. So they don't understand. For let they explain to them, they don't for explain. I believe that the labor minister gets a lot for try for come between the people here and try for see how the workers they will understand what is the entire truth. Because you know just grab no more go months on and they push money in for they say look. You see, these are some of the problems they whole lacking. Labor loves them. You know, I don't know if they do work or not. And the ministry let them really test for people there because they can really talk to from my experience. Now, a department that they really need to do something about, because plenty of people they really suffer in our offices. When some boss man they look no more, see ordinary advantage panel. If dismiss them, you not get nothing, you not get no self for really complain. You see, because of when they come, they kind this really happen in their country. But the labor ministry, they really get to do something, not so for only for this, because before they come, I think what company the way the people in describe when they be good, I think that Shandong or what they call them, they ask for the money. If you didn't radio one time, if you know they not radio for talk anything, how you minister go talk like that? Because you don't come meet up. You don't go take up. Tell the public what you go pull in, what is the arrangement. For the man they ask you, now this, the man they make some allegations, say, when you go talk to the people there, you know cannot talk to not again. You say no, we there, you not obliged for say anything. How you behave that kind of way in a public servant? At times some of them they will ministers there, they for no say, they're not there under they're not there as pleasure. But at times like you talk like this, the way how the politics done in a salon, if people like say, oh my week you don't go lost track, they can't say me last week for going to politics, they put it on side, you don't even know what you did it for. Because if you did it for slap the people, you really know you condition or you terms and condition, what you supposed to do for the people. I believe you're supposed to perform better. So I can stop that, I can stop here and so far.
Yes, I don't listen waiting this now waiting me think about this whole issue. We really get for work on the labor law in Sierra Leone. Employers then they take advantage of people in Sierra Leone. This not just one way kind of the limelight we expose waiting people them they go to na salon. Now we all can sit down they talk say oh the young people they no one work this and that. If you not listen fine make you understand. Waiting them people how they say. They hire them. Then they make the workforce for 6 months. Say na probation, na training. But then they render them service. For 6 months, then only they give them 10,000 per day. 10,000 per day for 6 months. They use their service as much as possible. So that 6 months, they also you they go work for probation for 6 months where just because they know say work not in a salon, the young people's one job. If you left them today, other person go can't take them tomorrow. So because of that, because if there is a strict labor law in a salon, nobody know tell me say they go work for 6 months, na transport no more you they give me. Okay, then they done. After that, then give you the job. Then give you the job. At the end of the day, you not even know how much you they take home. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. And I get another interview on one-on-one on one of the workers them, where he explains say, if you go grumble. Then they ask you if you know one time. If you know one time, they fire you. They bring you another person. And not also it's supposed to be. Now, they say they get performance. Waiting at this performance. If you don't go salon, you don't see the toll booth, you go know salon is very hot. Salon first a hot place. You can't beat that. Then if you don't see the toll booth, then they tell you say one of the toll booths and the AC not they work. Then at another point, now then they tell you say na performance then they able pay you by. Even if you pull your cap. If you pull your cap na head, then they minus 5 points. It's hard. It's sad. They take advantage of people na salon. And I really like the way how they do the strike. I like the way how they do the strike. No rudeness, no day. They did like a picket line. Then just they na the curb. Now they all in placard. Nobody no walk. Nobody no go inside the booth name. Motoka them pass free. Then what them pass? Yes, as we speak now, they don't work things out. As they say, we don't know what's inside the agreement to do, but they don't work things out. But it will surprise you for no say, these people are working 48 hours for a week. Then only they pay them for 40 hours. Then they work 6 days, 48 hours per day, but now 40 hours then they pay them for. And now 48 hours then they work for. So outside that 8 hours there they go. This is not right. This one is not right at all. Even if, okay, the past government or the past, that was a bad precedent or whatever, the brown envelope, they don't pass, so make people just ignore. Because then say tell you, say, you don't tell when they raise concerns about this. You don't tell when they raise concern. Before they reach to, outside they reach to, they don't raise concern, they don't write letter to the people that were in charge, they don't do everything. But everything fall on deaf ears. So I don't know waiting na the president because we're not able to know waiting at the agreement so they don't sign. But I just hope say na better one. We go take because even sanitation, where woman then they talk about sanitation. Say if you go use the restroom at the end of the day, when you come in and so you go the catch. I think we can do better than that. This is not the 21st century. The other time, I tell people the more at this salon say, look, 2018 we they make road, we they pay for the road. Who that signed that contract? That road they don't even get light. The road not get light at all. And how they build the road? Who say for make a U-turn? A lot of motocar they don't get accidents there. Because you when at the upcoming, who say if you make left and make the U-turn, that incoming, the road, hey Papa God, if it's like you go salon, let you go see what they talk about. Every day, motocar they claim on top yonder. One of them U-turn and they every single day, motocar they claim on top there. Nanette, it's very dangerous to drive. No light, but they pay toll for past day. Who that sign that contract there? Or maybe them be one make they don't done the toll road, then they can give somebody else another contract for can put lights there. How you go build road inside 2018? There is no light.
Yeah, we get the answer, people there.
Yes, carry on.
Well, this you remember when this toll road issue came up, couple of years back. Remember, with Sudoya, we talked the same thing. First, the error been known there already. Now, the first issue we will identify with a no even address from the beginning up to today. Now, if you take the 1 grain accessible road, you take them, you monetize them, you don't give the person another option, then they not to the right thing first and foremost for do at all. Therefore, we don't give people the options. Say, okay, if you know one can pay toll road, do the other road within day, go drive there. You go, you slow, it take you 2 hours to go side to go, as opposed to you drive the toll road, you get 1 hour, 20 minutes for go side to go. Then at the first issue that with the government, the then government don't address at all. Then the second thing is, as we say, and he said don't mention this, I just say piggyback on that. Now, the labor law and the need for being revisited. Not only that, the people that really work, that them places here, I know if they begin talk about, they'll make a workers' union and trade union, we know how far that they will go. Then go discredit them, then go dismantle them or waiting. But we know waiting and they do. We know waiting trade union do for people of leadership in Salon. Jeka Stephen have been trade union leader before he be Ulati be. So we know within the empowerment day, because we get power, you empower the people, you tell them, say, look, yes, you come here to seek a job, you don't sign the contract here to do the job. This is how you bargaining power. It's just unfortunate that, as you mentioned, people like that, then people there, they can work for 6 months, 120 days. 6 months before you tell the person, say, yeah, you don't get the job. And even after we don't get the job, the person don't know how much they make at the end of the pay period, at the end of the month, at the end of in 2 weeks. So this serious issue where the labor minister, the interior minister, and whomever they in charge of the area, then they with labor laws, they need to check them. If not, we just encourage the people and make them take legal actions and put them to the courts so that they will look at them and see if they're right or not. This is a human rights issue as well, not to just because that they look poor. If I go segue into another thing, it's so dangerous and so deceitful that with people within positions of power, we get the upper hand for employ people. I give a case in point. I get one young man we've been in a salon, he come na the US, he can study. This young man, an engineer, he graduates with an engineering degree, top line class na salon. One engineering company come na salon day, even they work for, I don't know if na South Post or one other one, when the big engineering project na salon day. They employ this young man from Fabre College, they employ him. The boss na the company, we contract his job. They meet a supervisor on a salon, they win a salon person. We mediate in contract between this young man and the company. Now the middleman, I know almost in the salary this young man. But when they discuss standing with the young man, almost in they pay this young man for month. They talk about $1,100 a month in total when they pay this man. But almost that middleman, the winner, the supervisor, they end up for pay this boy a month, $300 a month. How this boy being able to know this? Now one day he left in laptop, they all the work side by side, he left in laptop. He asked this young man for help, let the young man go look him, but forget he left this page or something up. When this young man see him, nice and say, hey bro, that's what you do me? He said, okay, not a problem. I resign. I left the work. He left the work. Other company I am, I pay him equal pay. So these are the things, just to say, the brown envelope in the past somewhere else. Then people here, I bet you, in life that the people that really go responsible for hiring people here for six months, they already don't collect the salary for them people here. Then just pinch day and give them transport for the day, which is very, very sad. And it's very sinful, sir, for making you go that. So how you go before or how you go live well, knowing that you gyp somebody like that. So I don't want to get carried away with this. I'll stop for now.
Yes, thank you, Yusuf. I don't know, Senesi, after you get any more thing you want to add?
No, it's like what you need to for see. Now you see this go around. Let them review the labor laws in the country. The labor laws not in the interest of the people. All the labor ministers they all don't get. They so dormant that they're not able to do nothing for the people. The last one thing, after one labor PR spokesman began in a review AYV, na net with DJB. He made some bogus thing there. At the end of the day, in able to do nothing. I said, me wait to do now. Me wait they talk to. For out of experience, I tell you that labor, the labor ministry, they need for review some of them laws. Then people would that they go take somebody on probation, na transport them while you can work for 6 months. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? Look, the same Chinese man they may get people the way they be the work. I think I know listen. One day will be the labor minister go they go find there in the kitchen blah blah blah. They will care for which effort. The man they work they expose the guy they not easy just protective for works. They work that they hazardous chemicals. They not get nothing to protect them. Can you imagine that? So not always we talk. They need for look at the labor laws and come with some formidable laws where you protect each and every person. Because you go make people they can, especially then Chinese they are not left for calling in there. Especially in Chinese they really use to go at the end of the day. The time will be the work with the host of Chinese man. They say not so now one great boss we listen to that by the president, which is bad. You see. And then they really need to do something for brothers then. Don't definitely blame the talk because of course not anybody when they say work you don't run good. They say especially when they see now they get a weather cap, they say I don't can't get work. But the small money they get now they pay and transport, they don't get nothing for left. They say do clean, they say Abraham don't go, months or nothing, no. Then they review the laws them and their government and with the ask government that they look into that toll road in business. Then they look to that contract they will sign. Then they try to review that contract, whether they continue to pay because let them not talk nothing about that road day since we come, then nothing they not talk about them. Without global name, that road they contribute for their APC go. Most of the things they will contribute for their APC go. When they come, they just don't know more, always you don't take new so now this transition report. They try to bring people them that. But this government really need for try for do something for the ordinary people. Thank you, sir.
Okay. We don't talk about the toll road way happen during the week. Then another thing come again. Fuel increase. This fuel increase from I remember this is July, June, inside June or late May. Now rumor come say fuel for go up. Even myself I buy fuel because that time the lights be the screen for cam. Na salon. Light out for cam. So I buy fuel for the generator, buy about almost gallons. I can keep them. So if I not get fuel say for go to motor car around, at least fuel live for light. Then pull press release. This present government pull press release. Say fuel need to go up. With that time I say fuel they go up, fuel need to go up, everything they fine. Bam bam bam. Line be don't begin make at that time. Everything come back to normal. Few weeks ago, then come back, say fuel go up, fuel lost back. Finally now, fuel don't go up from 6,000 to 8,000. The civil society them, with this alone, they don't grab now say, then go strike, then go protest, then go do something if they increase the fuel. That was on Thursday towards Friday morning. Okay, Friday in the afternoon, the fuel don't go up. As we speak now so then they buy in a saloon, 8,000. So, let me hear waiting this Mr. Civil Society talk about this fuel increase if it happen. We get this clip from 98.1. Just listen.
Information don't go around say governments they plan for government and the Petroleum Regulatory Agency gets planned for add price per fuel. Well, for Seka, this the executive director for Native Consortium, Edmond Abu, say if government add price per fuel, they are civil society organization would protest against the government. Edmond Abu talked to Radio Democracy Khadija Bangura.
When they almost say government, they want for pull, they want for increase price of fuel. We think say that one day we not accept them and we want for big President Bio again say at this time we price did go up. The cost of living, everything on go up, we don't think say time now. We think say not to subsidy na this fuel problem. The problem na the formula. That formula is highly flooded. We don't think say that formula is transparent. So we think say this fuel price we position always don't still remain the same. We don't think say enough thing for go up. And since the finance minister they go submitting budget, the appropriation bill, we don't think say they for put fuel price up. So therefore, we position is still remain the same to President Bio. In 100 days in office, we not think say it timely for letting put the price of fuel. We dey pull the report, we dey show, we dey pull a down, we dey pull the dark side of this pricing formula, and deconstruct this whole issue we get for the subsidy. So not to subsidy our problem because the fuel price it get too many taxes. Of course, you don't tell what this thing. And I make we think say one President Bio say people are suffering. We know say inherit the problem. We know that. We also know say the dollar they go up. Only they drive the price. We know that. But we think say there is still room for let me not increase the price of fuel now, and we think say because now two pricing mechanism and the commercial price and pump price. The one we introduce by Khadija, we not think say for go. It was still remain the same. President Bio they talk about efficient fiscal petroleum management. We can show the government because we are civil society to budget for oppose. We also they complement. So we can show the government, President Bio, in new direction how it will go about this efficient fiscal petroleum management.
But Edmond, this fuel price they go up not to today we begin for a hidden rumor there. Few weeks back, the same rumor don't come up. Even on civil society then come out again and talk say on no go agree for let government increase fuel price. Then we see again outside the Petroleum Regulatory Agency come out and make a statement say fuel price when they go up, then get enough fuel for serve the country. Why all of a sudden when I come back and say get rumors the government want for increased price?
Well, Khadija, we see was like to go to Congress on Israeli taxes called preemptive strike. Before ever you strike, we the first strike. We don't already hear this woman is thick and fast. So what did they say? The last time there was move, did extend it. Like I tell you now, one driver will be now two things they determine price. One, the price of plat, international market, how the price they go up in the candle, they determine, and two, you extend it. So now we will say the dollar they go up, we don't depreciate. So then one day we will say that one space. But what do they say? Price and formula, they need for overhaul. We need for discussion. Because we think say not transparent. I can give one instance. Inside May, between May 14 to May 28, the plat it changed sharp one, and nothing happened on the international price market. So we think say all land they get for good transparency issue. Because
so we're responsible for this.
Now poor regulation by PRA, and we expose all this in the next 1 week. And we go give President Bio the report. You know going to increase the price of plat when the price at the world market is still remain the same. Khadija, tell me why you for the buy fuel as at the time we fuel be the $90 per barrel with the bar now $3.750 per pump price per liter. Then why now we fuel there at $80 now per barrel for the set bar 6,000? So not subsidy, and at that means we push to the IMFC. We got to look at this thing cautiously, not to subsidy, and we still stand on ground from the days of Pakaba, all Akadisi say to President Koma to now. We still remain. We get an irrevocable commitment, and we advocate on fear, and we think say this thing because fear can be a political commodity, and they affect balance and green market. Any slight increase or decrease. When the price of plumage when it broke down, when they kill at the world market between 2015 to 2016, President Command not put the price down.
But I understand that the government they subsidize the fuel price.
That's what
and if they take out the subsidy, of course the price they go up.
The subsidy na tax, excise duty na taxes. Now like when you say okay, la waiver na tax standing. Then this whole argument they say oh they import that na non-starter na nonsense. They go the price. Go na Kasiri, Khadija. Go na that kind like you go on as well the ship per mine timber and fuel to Guinea. Not to Balamuya no more the bus to the better crossing point. So that is not an issue.
Well, that's not the executive director for Native Consortium, Edmond Abu. They call on governments not for increase the price of fuel. If they do that, then go demonstrate.
If they do that, they go demonstrate. Well, they don't do and done. So they wait tomorrow the law see if they go demonstrate. It's in so they say, the fuel, with or without waiting, they say, the fuel don't go up. It's now 8,000 per liter. We all agree waiting Edmond Abud of Native Consortium, waiting in claim, say not to subsidy. Now they out and they work the formula. I don't know if it's too late for them for do something after the price don't go up. If not the thing they want to go show President Bill, waiting them find out. I think therefore don't be proactive and do them before the government take the step for increase the price. That's why I want to bring you, Yusuf. What are you take on this, sir?
You know, I pick up on the last shot. I agree with you. If they don't get the information that changes they can, therefore they don't take the necessary steps for address the issue. Either extend a period wherein they go prepare the people then for doing, or then go to the negotiation wherein they go back in, and if at all then we will find way for a vatam, they have vatam. If not, make them like on a gradual basis. So, you know, most times with people then we can react. We can take the reactionary measure as opposed to being proactive, and then it can become sometimes very shocking to the system that I want to, and then it will drag you if something we have been not take care of 1 week ago. Now you don't let them, it all lapse. You can take you 3 weeks up to a month for make you can recover for come back to that point yet. Hence, it go also put the other party as opposed to a negotiating stance for be defensive. And you know how we are by nature. If you allow me for be in a defensive place, I can be even me good thinking can easily be misunderstood as, you know, aggression. Now, if at all, we just hope say even with the conditions, if they put any up, we just hope say that you know will get out of control or you know will get out of hand. But this not a wrong move. We don't see what happened in the past, and not only Salon did they happen. I understand say even a neighbor in Guinea then get some issue which take place last week, the whole of last week maybe I believe. Yes, the whole of last week, the week where they done so, then get similar to what happened at that area. The way we create some mild unrest and discomfort in that area. And it's sad. It's sad. If the government, we all know that subsidies take place at places like that. If the government not get money for doing, therefore not outline things from the beginning, make it known to the public. This is not the problem. This way we really Hamburg, we Salon governance or we African governance style. We not get that transparency at all. If the transparency we don't do from the onset, allow the people to understand this luxury or this privilege we they enjoy to pay for gas at this dollar or at this Leone amount. That because the government they take the burden of the rest of it. So that at the back of this individual in mind, it will not to say, you know, chances are this price will change, but if it change, it will be a surprise to me. But the whole problem is the transparency in all this. That's not one. Secondly, we not get that buffer area. We not get that buffer period. We not get that cushion period. The only time we say we get that cushion period, I wouldn't give somebody probation 6 months before you get a real job, and you know if you know how much you make. Here, that's the opposite, right? Now you ask them for being good period. Tell you say, okay, now look, we they think for raise the price of this fuel. This is the government they pay. but at least the government make you the pay, because the government not only suffer that burden they for pay this full price. But inside the next 6 months, we will consider for raise the price to this much. But we will take a small. When this time reach, we will address them. Hopefully, sometime before that period date, that negotiation will start. 2, or maybe the government of Sonora ourselves will cover all for make sure that this continue for carry on or overlap. But we will not get them. We will wait till the last minute or close to the last minute. We address issues and then it's on problem for we. So I'll stop for now.
Yes, I want just make, because not of us say government, for people they out there, not of us say government they pull money pay. It's just now the duties they waiting for pay and then they less, and they swap them in another form. The phone lines them open. Not forget, if you want to be part of this program, if you watch we live on Facebook, you can go to the comment section and you will see the numbers them for call pin day. But if now we app you they listen to on our website, not forget to say the number for call. You can call them direct or through WhatsApp or email or whatever means you want to use for call. The number, the United States number, with the country code now 1 and a 646-610-3107, or the United Kingdom number with the country code now 44 now 739-803-0402. Make a bring in Senesi Brema. What's in na you take on this fuel?
Well, you see, the one thing I believe the SAP don't start back, because of remember in 2007 during that election, 2007 election. Now, one of the main reasons why they make the loss that election now because of communication. They need to agree for talk to people. They do something, they say, people don't understand. But don't pass that stage there. You need to come out and give me uniform information. But this person will come, he can't talk on the radio, so then the other person come, he can't begin to quote for you, so not to them begin to for you. The most important thing is salon. Now people the bread and butter issue. I remember the last time we did it in 98.1. The operation now, that's when they do. They talk about figures, then take this make so JKC. Not to that day, the ordinary man want to get something at table. Now that day they can provide. This mess, not to the SLPP. Now if you remember, if people can listen to the programs and they take stock, there was a time when this fair business became very close to the election. When this God be there, when IMF business can say, IMF not suspend and then loan, they need to give it again, they need to give money again. The SAPP, they take that particular campaign, is very big. They don't suspend the loan, they don't suspend everything. Now because APC, they don't go take money, the IMF, they don't sign an agreement. Say, okay, we pull them. Whether 40 years ago, they say we don't pull the subsidy. Then the APC say don't pull them, but they don't go sign contract, they don't take this money. Now, for can't give the balance money, IMF say no, what will be signed for, we don't know what they accomplish it, so when they give the balance money, then they go haywire. They try for most. What's wrong? If this government can't say, well, sample them, now this will meet so, then we have to don't sign them. We don't try to overturn this decision. But we're not able. Then that government na continuity, see when they don't sign, we just go for continue this. What? Now that make, then they will let go, then make they do this, we do this. They don't put, they don't, when they say don't go up, they don't say forms for university students, now free. Then they use that money and now pay. They don't put salary 10% for civil servants there. Why then people don't come and explain to the people they say, now this is the condition, but we not just want to pull them here and let us go. Now they make do this. I believe say people don't understand. This thing, the one thing this book. People if you say common sense they make book. Now sense they make book, not to book make sense. Come and talk to the people. If by the condition, this will meet them. We only know during the election. Then they be there everywhere. They can't go up immediately after election. If the judge when are the finance minister so now. Every fortnight is in a 98.1. Tell people they say immediately after election, APC they put the fear up. Immediately after election, APC they put the fear up because of this. Now you don't have the seat. You don't have the driving seat. Why can't you, for God's sake, come and tell people they say instead? When Keke go, what did they go talk tomorrow? What did the information minister they go talk now? In fact, the dissemination of information, no uniform. They therefore really try to see how they disseminate message, because I don't know if Keke and the spokesperson for the government or what is, because when this come, what if they can't talk with anyway? Let's not go through this, but they really just for fair way for how to disseminate message between. When they go down to the last man, I believe that's the more important. Nobody here don't go up na Guinea, you don't go up na Liberia. Guinea they strike, just take away and they talk. They strike, issue the talk. They strike. They don't strike. They say if we go to actually eat Guinea franc or something like that. You see? So the crisis is there. But the past governments, we don't go sign. They need to come back to the people. Just like when they go and say, we don't can say so, but we want to do a so. But the president don't go, you don't do this, you don't do this. You see? Now you don't get free education. Who's I think the money they for come out? Now two ways for explain. Who's out there? Because where the education, everybody when they announce on the radio, everybody don't understand. They don't see, everybody don't understand. Yeah, who's at this so? Fear long go up, therefore study to win a diesel gear past petrol. Na France here. But nobody they talk because government come and explain to people they say we will fight against pollution. We want to forget all diesel motor out of the way. So they add passengers, so they discourage people not to continue to buy diesel motor car because of pollution. Everybody understand. Everybody understand. But the dissemination of information and our problem, if you explain to people, they say, now this we don't do, now this we don't have to know, but we are the patient with you because we meet the social team, we want to try for this social thing, we are on a patient with you, we will come back to now, and anything we will know, they will do us so because now this we don't meet at the table. People go, wait, they call. But anyway, that's us. So thank you very much, sir.
All right, make a beginning in this caller. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from?
Hello, Mina Suma Abdullah from France.
Yes, Suma Abdullah, you get 1 minute, sir. What thing are you take on? What will they discuss?
Yeah, concerning what you talk, this fuel in price, we go up. You see, we government we don't get. They're not sorry for the layman. If I'm not lying, after late President Momo in cabinet, in government, we get technocrats compare the same techno, compare the same level, the same to this. But what are the problem? What are the same thing they try to happen? And they find out them also, they don't get that common sense. Not for one book of get PhD, they can't talk Dr. Francis. Then in a book, then in a college or university, but for that man, that parliament, and for people, you know, that experience to. And that's how they see the marking, that's how they see the mission by the current government. So if we talk and go, talk and come, that will be for CISO. Just like what my brother talks in the scene, then Jacob News of maybe they go on 98.1 and other station when they argue this APC Monday, I mean all of the talk, but now they see they implement, then that what will be the talk about they see they have to do one. Not you see that one day that's not the thing. Not to for sure this million, they make this much amount and things. Now people in the concern, the people are running the concern for how their life go they go before, especially that food. we no say hello.
Okay, I want to left that side, Suma, because we can't do the 100 days now. This not just the fuel and before about dental.
All contributing side of it because the layman and because no say fuel na thing way it talk outside. Actually, go to will affect everything. It goes into where you know more than they say. I mean, those are good they see the talk. Then go for make them known to people them. Many keep answering them just up. It go affect beaucoup things. When people will think, hey, but we will fix it out and can we go to up to it. But in the telling nothing, there is no more. They don't use this thing, police, don't do this thing. So if I talk goes far, now this is my contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Suma Abdullahi. Concerning within the communication side, yeah, just like how Senesi, you make mention of that about communication. I remember the past government when they went for ease the fuel to 6,000. Even though whatever you're going to say not going to change things, they still make we go na Miata conference. I was there. They still make we go there. We go ask question. I remember my own question where I asked. I say whatever we can talk now. Una already don't decide say una the east and 6,000. Nothing not for change una mind. Una just want for play with the minds of people. Now make una say we can, but still they inform we say then the east and to 6,000. So with this one, what will be done is in a deny. We even have a press release where them be done that last one where the wait said then pull press release say fuel not get forever go up. Saying a lie then they lie. Whereas you know say down the road the fuel get for go up. Why you not come and just explain to people, say yes, now so and so the fuel get for go up or what not. We get this caller. Yes, caller, you name and who side they call from?
My name is Sal. I'm calling from Boston.
Yes, Sal from Boston. You get 1 minute, sir. What thing are you taking with you to discuss?
Well, my take is basically this fuel price that have been somehow gone up shouldn't be a surprise to us. Shouldn't be a surprise to the people of Sierra Leone because during the election we got to understand the situation that happens between the then government and IMF. They signed the contract. They did sign the contract for $220 million, and it was the contract basis was that some subsidies or some tax waivers needs to be let go of, and they agreed on it. They signed it. And the problem that happened between IMF and the government is because it was during election time, and they already agreed on the contract. They already signed it. So. And as we understand, government is continuity. So therefore, Madabia is left with this whole situation. And for him to get the economy going, he has to basically go in line with the contract they have signed with IMF.
Okay, so make our Olude first. Make our Olude. Since you say na something, what will they talk about here? Now the communication. You say people are not for surprise. Definitely, but you have to communicate with me. For me, can not say so and so they come, and this is the reason. You not go just assume say I know. You're supposed to communicate. That's what we're talking about.
You're right on that part. The communication has to flow, but I think with time, maybe with time, these guys they will improve, and it's good that we're having the discussion. But we can't just, we have to first understand where the problem lies, and then communication. Basically, we have to be honest. The communication we have known about it. The people of Sierra Leone, especially it was all over the news. These things was being discussed 24/7. So I mean, I understand. The government should have come out and maybe break things down. But again, had they done that, people would have been saying they're still trying to blame the previous government. I think they just want to move on. You know what I mean? Because had they come back to explain, that they would have somehow need to mention the previous government that they signed the contract. But they understand that people knew about these things. You know what I mean? And it's also on the Sierra Leone people to start getting nosy into the way their government is being run, because somehow it's like people in Sierra Leone don't pay too much attention, But again, it's not new. We all can admit it's not new. The communication is something this government, I would say they are much better than the previous government. We have to be honest as well. And with time, they will improve. That's all I have to add into the conversation.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Yeah, just like how we did talk, definitely now something we the previous government be don't go sign, and if you don't meet up, not to go you trust money. Now like we go pong no more. You say you don't meet up. If you don't meet up, at the count for social and so thing. If you don't meet up, then they show you say this is how you can make money. Now so IMF go tell you say now so you go make money. That tax waiver where you put on that fuel, you get for pull and let the people begin pay for the fuel, social and so price, so you go able to meet up for payroll money. Then they understandable. But what me they say yeah, communication ain't fine. Even the previous government, then self come, then communicate. Then tell, even though they go for ASAM, but they make the people know. I like you get for say, okay, it's based on them government and they now them they go sign the paper or this or that, but make the people know, say so and so they fairly go up because of XYZ or whatever. Make we just done with this fear. Make a come now on the 100 days. On the 100 days. I want to play one or two clip about the 100 days, and let me listen what the president that time we in the campaign. We then ask him what he go do on enforced 100 days. Let me hear what he say.
100 days in office entail?
We have to bring sanity and respect back to this nation as leaders. We want to show evidence that we are serious about leading this country by the type of people we appoint, by the actions we take. We are not going to witch hunt. We are going to take actions that are in the best interest of our economy, of our people, that will promote the interest of our people. That is what I will do. And because it's a very short time, but there are a lot of things that you would want to do. But of course, you have to take it through Parliament. That will take maybe sometimes over 3 months. But there will be actions within the first 100 days that will show that we are serious about governance, that we earn our trust and our respect as a nation, and to gain the support of our people, apart from the fact that we are duly elected and a very strong mandate, so that people can have confidence that we are, with what is happening now, we can look up to the future.
We are here waiting. Then I be during the campaign time, where they ask the president now, what thing he go do in the first 100 days. Well, 98.1 we get opportunity we ask Samoa, then there's about the 100 days of this president. Let we are waiting Dr. Samoa when I be the flag bearer for APC, waiting in say.
Alright, before you left before you left when at the studios, President Bio, the 100 days. Briefly, what do you think about this?
No, I don't can have for prejudge for judge 100 days.
Alright.
If you ask me, honestly, if you ask me, this 100 days concept is being misunderstood.
How?
People that feel say in 100 days, if you get a mountain load of achievements of this sort of thing, you understand? For me, I would use 100 days as I can say to show up yourself. For now, you prepare yourself, you position yourself for move forward.
But now the politician then can make lots of promises during the campaign.
Now they say, well, I don't make promises, so some promises them. I don't make promises, so because I know exactly the situation of Sierra Leone. I know what the people want. I know poverty. It's huge, it's massive. I know marginalization. It's huge, it's massive. So without saying it, when you get power, you address them.
Yeah, that na the former flag bearer for the APC party, na him be the talk show. He say he not be make promises. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? Make I bring this caller in. We get caller already. Make I bring him in and making sharing thought. Yes, caller, your name and who side the call from, please.
Yeah, this is my Patrick Foyo. I call from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
Marconi Times.
All right, Patrick Foyo of Marconi Times. You get 1 minute, sir. Waiting, I take on what you don't discuss.
Based on the communication or the information side, when I talked earlier about Madabio and in governments or with governments per se, and then therefore understand the campaign season on done. Because these guys were very effective during the campaign time for getting message across and everything. But now we need a central possible for send message out. We're not able to get, because everybody they go, this person they come out today say this, the next minute this other person they come out say this, so they not get like a one message where they send out. So like this fuel subsidy we talk about, regardless of whoever party for be win or which party for be win, then for be do anybody then for be do regardless of the fact. Because APC go and do not because of the election we cannot do one. Because they want to favor people them for or votes or whatever that was at the particular time. So Madabio the need for basically enhance the communication departments, pull them themselves from that campaign mode and basically into governance mode, if you will. But as for Samuel and team, we say no promise win nothing. Now it makes you not end up win because you said like yourself say the undergrad is like a benchmark where any government they can be set for themselves. But Samuel and him basically don't defeat himself in that same argument they say. Ain't no promise win nothing, so they make ain't no end up get the 100 days. So let's go sit on a Camelo and wait for maybe 2023 we'll get your 100 days. But once he promises, once he manifestos are like a promises. So as far as me concerned, Madabio don't do so good in this 100 days we don't pass so far.
Okay, before I make you go, because each caller get for name one thing we feel say make you say a good or a bad. Waiting at the one thing we do where you have pinpoint.
We'll be glad for where they institute this transparency because I always lack of transparency. Because if I do somebody will do bad, you go turn the other cheek or you go turn side the eyes out. And if I arrest them, I'm picking over for it now. But guess what? When people in the thief these public offers, it left millions into poverty. Millions of people don't live them picking to go school, they not get basic health care. So for the mere fact they want basically chase all them guys here, bring all the loot back and the GTT reports basically my favorite one day because no camp corruption and impunity. I dare against that. Everybody should be held within the realm of the law equally. So Salona then lack not get transparency with people they just do what them for do. And we get this previous government, the past government, or we don't come people that have TV, they talk say they get guys for thief because they no one they point finger at the way they come on power. So things like that will matter. Hopefully it will continue because if he continue with the process, me not say go for thief because whoever they come out next. Therefore, look after Madabio and see what if you don't do don't save money, and he would go through the same process. So until put an end into impunity or Nasalon will not go for granted. But Madabio don't start the ball rolling. I don't like Madabio. I don't even campaign for. I don't vote for him if I for the votes. I don't for the votes for him. But
okay.
For the mere fact, he want to change that culture. It's a culture we need for change. And somebody go for starter.
Okay, thank you very much, Patrick, for Marconi Times. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ekman.
Yes, we talk now about the 100 days. You get opportunity for call and be part of the program. The number for call, na United States number where the country code now 1-646-610-3107 or United Kingdom number where the country code now 44-739-803-0402. If you watch we live on Facebook, look at the comment section, you go see outside the numbers them pin. Make a bring in Yusuf, 100 days. We are waiting the president say, at that time will be the campaign, and we are waiting the former flag bearer for APCC. What's in you take, sir? make we bring come Senesi Brahma. Yes, Senesi, you know you waiting the president be say at that time waiting have been promises them. I pick one word we be talk at that time we in the go around right now when a witch hunt and we are waiting Dr. Samora Kamara waiting say. Yes, waiting I take sir.
Well, the 100 days just like where Samora be talk. I will not be promised people them, but I'll be saying for free that 100 days. Now for the same way she done, but I believe say most of the things the way Mother be talk on is 100 days, especially the financial business. It can within that short period, you don't make the one that treasury account, one account, single account. They don't try. Then we see inside discipline don't come back. I believe say that a very good thing because time factor. Where everybody they go contaminate, they bring come money. Discipline don't in the country. We don't see that in flagship program where we talk about where free education. We see what I don't do a lot. Set up committee, then you don't officially say they start the free education this September. So I believe because most of the young generation. And that makes the voter in. The young people, this SS3, this SS4, within that 400 days, at least the able to come to reality. Inside, don't promise teacher them, you don't increase salaries, you don't try to talk to the teacher and say when they will give them 1 month, for let them will teach the other students them we're not able to sit up to now. At least I push you from them that credit today. You don't really try, you know? You don't really try. So I believe say in 400 days is positive anyway. In 400 days is positive.
Okay, make I bring in Yusuf now. Yes, Yusuf. We not be get you just now. The 100 days, you agree? So waiting you on take sir.
The 100 days is good. I mean, they say married with it sweet. You know from the eve, right? So this 100 is a good measure. So we just hope say from your understanding, from time to time you get to talk to people waiting at the ground and waiting close to the quarters of this leadership. Plus you get to know one man in commitment versus the people that were around them or the general body and your commitment as well. But for somebody with us, on a personal note, he mentioned this confidentially that this man get a vision for WanPot do certain things. But we all know most times the influences around you and the sway you from you go. But by far, if you look at things from a realistic perspective, things will go okay. It'll go all right. And for the opposing party, as we've been see, we don't call them that. We know they expect anything less than a constructive opposition, as we mentioned on previous shows. Make them do what they need to do. If the country na the number one priority for any civil servant, make them toe the line. If the project in for Cameroon will benefit the people, the constituencies, believe it or not, most times not for party they vote for, not for the individual they vote for. So the party they not the ticket, but an individual where they can represent and then they vote for, regardless of who strive to get. So now, me say, if you need to oppose any government, if you're the opposing party, make them in a constructive way where will disrupt the day-to-day running of affairs. Then one. For the former flag bearer, for waiting to say, I will left them to in state and condition. We all know politics is a fluid game. It's a dirty game. You want for name and which you want for name. But the fluidity in politics, it allows people to be chameleons and change for whatever it is they can do in the day. For me, I just want to say kudos to anybody who mean well. We don't see the sanitation, they come back in a salon. We don't see that the dirty business, they lessen a little bit. The only thing I'm going to implore this government, for encourage them and the parastatals, make them entertain this transparent issue very, very, very highly. Make anybody try in a little ways to make them open. Make them clear to the people of Sierra Leone. We deserve a lot more than just waiting to happen behind closed doors. We deserve to know waiting to happen before it comes and it be a shock. Because then the way we react very adversely and very negatively. And to some point, it can be good for the country. And I don't know if anything else you want to talk about. I do want to just segue this. I don't know if you did a project about that report will come up July 6th, or between July 4th and July 6th, that the opposing party or the previous government can name them in some kind squandering. I don't know if I repeat the Gonia. People, let's stop me.
No,
if you need to.
I think we don't deal with that. Definitely, it still be part of the 100 days. No, it still be part of the 100 days. So if you want bring something about that, because a lot of things we be asked this question about the 100 days now the Facebook page. I think that they comment in there, I can read and take one or two things. But you can go ahead. You can go ahead about the transition report. What thing you want to talk about them?
What we want to talk about is we all know. Me, I just say this. We will not say this long time ago from Tijakabine government, or even before that. We talk about people in salary scales as civil servants in our country today. Measure them to their achievements. Measure them factor in the time when they don't spend in the office versus their salary, and see who said in day to day, if they match who said in days before they come into power. Waiting that mean in simple terms, if you don't amass wealth of any kind, yes, in no wrong for amass wealth, provide the proof for legitimize your wealth amassment. Provide the proof for show say the wealth we don't acquire during this period of time. You get supporting document for support say you don't squander money, you don't embezzle money. This money we get, they are na you own, and how you get them proven. If you never prove them, me they suggest to this government anti-corruption and that process will be done the get years ago where they fail for implement properly, make them push them. The one that we will also talk about on previous shows that people can get for declaring assets. Even Senator Ibrahim mentioned this on several times in the past week. You don't go salon, you don't go declare within the declare. We need for bringing a camp so badly. This could curb a lot of things really happening right now where the president don't get accused of squandering, and to a point that I see another press paper we report say in West Bay $8 billion waiting. $8 billion or 8 billion Leones for waiting, and the president get 87 houses. What's I put money for 87 homes? When salary, you have been businessman, we've been no wreck at some point. How you be able to prove for support say you be handling here properly? And waiting I suggest to this government, let people that listen at salons, wherever they listen. If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. Make them open a commission for questioning people here. Bring you assess them. The one way we know, the one way we don't know, bring and can justify them. With the give amnesty. If you not prove sin and you get them one in a clean term, with the confiscate them, turn onto the state. If you contest, we go to court. If you lose, not only you will lose the property, that same day, you will serve any judgment with the Justice Department levy on you. This will serve as a lesson for the sitting government and governments will come in the future. Give them amnesty. Give them the period that they can declare their stuff. If they able to support them, we confiscate them. You go, we give them amnesty, we only jail you. But if you say they contest, say you get proof for this, we go to court, you waste with time, you waste with resources, you they go to jail time and you they lose. So that's I'm on for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I think say the cabinet don't approve, the government don't approve commission of inquiry on all names them waiting now the governance transition team report, and also you know 100% confirm it, but then they say the lawyers them go for doing the team get for come out from United Kingdom. But we're yet to see a confirmed source about that. On the 100 days, these are questions that we ask. Now we Facebook page and waiting people them say about this. Monica Sisse say he say within the 100 days now office, he say the basic human necessities say don't increase in price. He say waiting do. But before that, you know waiting, make a whole and day, make a read waiting the press of the ruling government, of the ruling administration, waiting they claim say they don't do inside the 100 days. They say inside this 100 days, free education from primary to secondary. Inside the first 100 days, President Bio give 24.6 billion salary increase to civil servants. Inside the first 100 days, National Cleaning Day, President Bio reintroduced the National Cleaning Day. The last time we National Cleaning Day be done in Salon, na be 1996. Then say also inside the first 100 days, President Bio set comprehensive governance transition report team for fight against corruption. They also say inside the first 100 days, President Bio eliminate fees for university application forms. They also say inside the first 100 days, President Bio in administration give 5 billion for children of poor parents them for go school and not for engaged on street trading. They also say the government introduce conditional cash transfer program for the education sector for encourage the poor parents them for make them go allow them picking them for go school instead of where them go send them on street for go sell or for do any kind of that thing. And this one for that particular program they get for cost the government 5 billion leons. This now waiting come out now the press side of the ruling government. Okay, now then they do inside the first 100 days. Waiting the people then say, Ahmed Sheku, inside the first 100 days, he say what he see fight corruption, for implement free education and other areas. Then he say, but what he want the government for do? He say now for create job for the youth them. He say technical skill job them for the youth them na salon. Temu Bango and he say na 3 words in the this administration. He say inclusive or inclusion, move forward and new direction. Mohamed Kagbo he say the government don't fail. The government SSF no say they don't fail. Jalo Amadou he say suffer posh government na he know. Alex Shilon he say 0. Pamela Ja say failure. Mohamed Kamaya I say for all to all the Sierra Leone, he said no, not forget about the 100 days and focus on cleaning the mess with APC left. He said go take some time for make we see back prosperity na salon. Titi Antoinette Jabi say he said President Bio in the grade A. He said because he don't do awesome job inside the first 100 days and they applaud the president for keep it up and he say God go continue for bless him and his face go shine upon him. Chino Ibrahim Jalo he say they don't do great. He say but not to term this for make we grade them. He say because the past government not be do well. Derek Ba he say 95% of the fact that he able for implement cleaning and start for able for all some people are accountable for corruption, make sure all the government officials doing their job by time. He say na a good start. Haja Aisata Jabi say he don't do good job for clean the city. IBS Bangura he say the worst. John Kanu he say same thing say the president score 30% out of 100. He said they fail for follow the due process for remove the subsidy and fuel and high cost of living. Justin Lewis he said 99.99%. And Jane Pamela Nello say good job. Elizabeth Kanu say failure. Frank Malik say we dey move forward as a nation so una pay attention Salon people. Alex Shilon say only inflation of the basic needs of the people. Joseph Matian say 6.5/10. Solomon Moses say A+, and Florence Brahma say 100%. A lot of people, Patricia Howard, say 10% out of 100. Brown AZ, he say undergraded, and Khadija Jallo say 100%. V Bosco say A+, and Balam Rana say B. These are some of the texts that will come in about the 100 days where this particular government don't take now office. When you dey watch AYV do wetin they call storm salon, then go out, they interview the people in a salon, the people within a salon, within a the ground a salon, where the thing the money, where everything they go waiting say for. A lot of people complain about bread and butter issues. They complain say Gary now 1,000 for cup, before now been the Gary before now been 3 cup for 1,000, or also 500 for cup, but now 1,000 for cup. The Bakituman then complain about inflation, things are going up, and if we also know the dollar in rates, and the Leones don't fall in a salon, so all these things make things a little bit hard for the people in a salon. But what I want to focus on right now we people that way out in the diaspora, where they support this present government. I think we see that they happen during the election. If you want to be me wrong, go back now the live video, so you see now this web page, Storm Salon, AYV Storm Salon, go watch the comments them. When people then with the salon, then they grumble, say things hard, Gary don't dare, this don't dare. The people already out in the diaspora, the way we they relate to these people, I think say we can do better than that. We definitely can do better than that. These are the people already salon, and then they suffer waiting, they suffer. I don't think say we for begin call their names, for begin curse them, as now waiting we they see. I think the past election team, campaign team will be see one political party be there. If you not support them, then be feel say you don't want the good of salon. And the people out there in the diaspora be, as soon as you say anything way contrary, any party way contrary to the new party that they support, then you say you want salon in downfall. I don't think so we for reach to that part again inside Sierra Leone. The people then say inside the 100 days, things that don't go up in the country. Pepper don't there, Gary don't go up, rest don't go up, and everything is difficult for them. You know they're in a salon. The people are in a salon, not than they claim. So I think if you not get encouraged in what for tell them, set your mouth. Not begin call their names. Now they make them decision, now they vote in. So they have right to speak out. Yes, 100 days is not enough for make you hold somebody accountable, but then say that married wager for sweet and from the bachelors if you didn't know. If when this present government come, they begin attack that bread and butter issues. Yes, they're doing well in corruption and all those things, fight against, yes, but that rests not table. Now we not even know waiting we go say, because one person, will call name. If you don't follow social media, you go know who that talk am. One person in say waiting make rest go up now because then be they subsidize. Waiting at the subsidy again tax. More than they bring rest come, then bring tax free and stuff like that. But now they don't waiver everything. So the one that they bring rest and get for pay for that. They say because we don't want to they bring rest and the claim say na rest and count cement. Then count cement na the reason that one day. So before that everything they waive and force then go see how then go tackle them. Then the people that are waiting at the ground, things are going to be difficult. Now fear long go up. That time the fear not be go up to all the things that they don't there. I think say the government really need for focus on waiting go put it na table for the people, so that the people that go left politics give them, then the people carry out with their daily activity we go make salon go before. But now everybody focus on politics because team for it tranga na the country. But the day we Salomon they go sleep, he knows it tomorrow morning where awake, I able make a cup of tea, I able get a loaf of bread without not scratch me head. That na the time we they look for inside Sierra Leone. 100 days is not enough for make we all this present administration responsible of waiting then they go through. But again, when you enter the house, you go meet dirty everywhere. You go meet paper scatter all side. But also catch your attention, now therefore you get for pick, make it clear so that the next person when they come after you go get place for Sidon. So in that aspect, the what they try for say, what in they do, correct, good, but they are eat bread and butter. We need for see the people of Sierra Leone. I think that's na mi own side on this 100 days. Before we go, I don't know Yusuf, na your aspiration for next week na the country.
Well, my own is I just hope say, we always say this now, like we beat the drum and sing to the choir and all of that. But the government, for any successful government at Salon, we will wait on day. We don't see what's going to happen. Now, places like Rwanda, we just say this. Rwanda, if you look at we get similar story to them. They go through an unforgiving civil war, where we said go through, and we can, and look how they come out of that. And come out of that civil war day to the kind country where they don't become today. When I beacon of light in terms of progress in Africa. How many other countries will not even go through civil war will even mention the kind of success where Rwanda get right now? Yes, any kind of country then get the kind of issues when they get it, because if you ask somebody, they'll tell you, say, Adam in a dictator kind of style you do. But look at the lives of the people in our country today. Look at the level of advancement we don't take place within the last 20 years in our country today. Salon, we get so much opportunities for me to come out. Now, these doldrums who we experience right now, or we don't experience in the past years. The bad governance we don't happen, we all know. Whether we like green or blue or purple, the truth is the truth. My aspiration is I just want to say that the politicians, the people that we get anything to do with politics or governance or Salon, make them look and say, this country today, not just for them. Generations to come. We want for the one in the to make them will see that the future in Africa is better for them past a day for we don't come on and go, because some of you already outside now because better opportunities are being that make for learn. But my own aim or my own aspiration is that this government today will look at things and map out plans where they will look for uplifted people of Sierra Leone better than they are now in years to come. Thank you very much. Stay healthy. Till next week, we will do this again. Thank you. God bless.
All right. Yes, NSC Brahma, what's in your own aspiration for next week?
Before I go to my aspiration, I just want to support for your BDC. The SNPP government right now, the lot of things election not done. They're doing governance now. We're not in campaign again because I believe the way you do in campaign, then you place people who they talk for you. And everybody will go talk, they talk the same thing, not get the same message. Better now for the disseminate correct and accurate message to the people. Waiting the people they want for a week. Waiting my aspiration, I just want to talk to people and see with the road where His Excellency will lead me through. I believe say for now, just like we that book and my road be bad before. You just for Commander my Sheka 91 the road bad thing before they enter boat, they reach the good road now. You see Papa go thank you, I don't reach. So for now the road is really rough. There we ask the people then let them patient. By the grace of God, things will be better. No all hope for the betterment of Salon because Election not for the next 100 days. Now the next 4 years, 6 months, we don't forget another election. So now we all hope for the better because if it's not better, the country will talk and deal with them with other program. If the country better, who says the pressure is less on me because the pressure is so much on me that when the food stuff don't go up too. If you spend $100 or €100, it doesn't go up because we buy one bag less, you see don't go. You see? So if we do better and all the better for we all, we have to upkeep this and do other things better. We will go other areas that will be concentrate. So me, I always talk and say, I get hope. Say, Salon, it will much better one day. And if we able to cooperate with some of the things the way man don't put in place, believe me, the country for now it really is not easy. So that put on the table, that's not the problem. But for now, it's not really easy. Even Haiti, I just use Haiti. Let's say they get an influence because of this subsidy. And we just look at some factors, they never really come and tell people. But actually, like this subsidy, like what Edmond Abubili talk, so not to physical money. Now the tax waiver when they give clear companies the way they come, then the pool or then the question to begin pay. It's not that many things. Now we try to educate the people and saying that this so. So, but me in a nutshell, I hope for the better for my country. I really, really hope for the better. And just like what Patrick said, this corruption thing, if you madam mistake with them, at least I believe it's an for them time because. If the way you don't say you set the commission as inquiry, not a person at which age, but for set that precedent. Now, for them who are in governance now, let them take the hand in government money, not so that the chief minister always say they give contract to will do 99% to keep it on a pocket. Not to them the one. When they give the 100, you go, you put all part of the project. Let the people there, let them just say you don't do their work. Let us help fight corruption. So let mother do this one. Would that just go answer the question people don't be saying, me, I know they do, me, I don't put you, I not be taken, I can't do one. Let people will be accountable. I want to commend Patoma's status and accountability. He really don't do something to me with this reporter come up. Say indeed the past government is corrupt. So, but we pray that the commission, not to which ones, would that be for go answer, would that be for pay a pay back, would that be don't go buy, let's return them back. Now that's not what we want. No set that precedent, then they make the code say they make transition law. Let them make that transition law today. Anybody ready to go, if they say that this are left for, they make a public. I believe say, we checks and balances today that any government really can and go. So people of Kano go be there in country. You see, so there's a move go back to Bondo back to say, but they are not going to go and I don't go impact to other people there. And they will look somehow better. So the next week, I mean, as I say, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Senesi Brema from Paris, and also thank you, M. Yusuf Ba from Atlanta, Georgia. Today we miss Tony Ture Jones and also Aaron Rashid Dean from New York. We know say next week definitely we go get to a full house again and we go discuss things them way don't happen during the week. Na salon. Me waiting media aspire for seeing a salon this week now for see how government they evolve and how the president go able for talk to we because campaign team done now na spokesman they no more the but I think say it's high time we get the president for talk to we. Let's squeeze this caller in quick. Yes, Shuma Abdullah, just to squeeze you in quick because we don't done the program. But what you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the president in 100 days. I give him plus.
Yes, who's kind plus we again?
I want to talk this traditional report. Because what they all the aspects. Just like we see if anything we do see what for better. Now he starting. He didn't know I'm starting. As he say, last time he make a tip, I say again plus because he say the starting you know better. But the only thing no more for talking and this transitional report where they make. It's fine. I like how you talk about it. But I see they get some amount where I want for me to clear. It gets some side we get that we all know. Now you know to hide. Even the current government with the media opposition they know. Because the land ministry it be 100%. Then it pass 100% corrupt. We some man them did they know. But they man them why make the transition report? We don't see the land ministry in case this is the transition report. So that's why they get out. Now them will tell Mr. President, make it emphasize that side, make it shift back to when I go investigate, make them blank that report inside that report. Or else it make people go look see in percentage way they want for get for say they fight corruption. People will look at parasi, get people will take away the sites. That's why me corrupt much.
All right, thank you very much, Suma Abdullahi from France. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, Suma Abdullahi said the transition report not get anything for talk about the land ministry, and he say a lot of corruption be happen inside, and that's so be the expect for see something we get for do with the land ministry. I don't know, but let me just hope the best for Sierra Leone. And I always advise people, if you pray say this government for fail, then you pray say Salon for fail. This government can still pass, then another government can come and take over. Not to say past the government fail before another government can come. Let's just hope for the best for Sierra Leone.